Good morning. Today we are looking at OTIC, or Autonomy Incorporated. It is the top of the volume chart so far at around 5 times the average volume, just about 12 minutes into the opening bell. The looks like resistance is right about 580. It dropped all the way down to 460. Bounce back up. Right now our 50 EMA buy target is 380, and we are keeping an eye on this one. We will also be looking at ROKU Incorporated, the streaming device, and right now it is about double, 3 times the average volume, and for a high price stock it's moving pretty crazily. Was settling in the 24s, is up to 27 right now. Our 50 EMA buy-in target is sitting right under, I'm going to safely say, $22. We'll see how high she climbs before she decides to come back. Right now it's at 27.25, but we will also be keeping an eye on this one. As you can see, the volume bars are very high. So this one in OTIC should be good plays for today. We'll see if we can't get another one. Just a little update here. It looks like it retraced right into the 540 range, which seems to be the new resistance. After its initial drop, our 50 EMA buy-in target is looking at about 450 and under. The 100 and EMA are aligned, so is the 200, which wasn't the case very early in the morning, but they're looking good so far. We have an alert at under 450, and we'll see if we can't get that dip that we need. And as far as the ROKU goes, kept going up until 29.3. Probably was going to test 30, but fell off a little short. Our 50 EMA buy target is right at around 24.75. Yes, EMAs look good, and although don't really like those red volume bars, we will need a little breather here, and we'll see if we can't get it under 24.75, or we will continue to follow the 50 EMA, possibly right under 25. But only time will tell. We'll check back in a few more minutes. All right, so it's been a few minutes, and it's consolidating right around the $5 mark before testing the 530 resistance and popping right over it, which is a good sign for the bulls. The volume is still very active. As you can see, the volume bars here. Our 50 EMA target is right at 490 right now, though I have a feeling we're going to have to keep on moving up with the price, and alert so far is just under $5. But this is still top of the volume leaders, and let's see if we can't get into it. And this is ROKU's chart here. Right around 26.8 was where the support started showing up, but it is having a hard time getting over 28. Our 50 EMA is right around 26.20, and it's going to continue to climb higher. Looks like it's 26.30 right now. We're just going to keep following this one. The volume isn't quite as active as earlier in the morning, but right now it is right at around 5 times the average volume, still up 47%. So we're going to keep a close eye on it and have our alerts ready. Oh, that was disappointing. We were unable to get filled on ROKU after its dip into the 50 EMA. I had an order for 26.65, and just came back down and rocketed back up and never got filled. I don't usually like to market buy. I usually do the limits just to keep the price, the average, the number that I want. But that was a good dip, and it's back up to the retest of its previous resistance up here at 27.9. We're still going to follow this though because it's still got great volume. And right now it's our alerts are anything under 27. Well, we'll see if we can't get into this, but that was a pretty solid dip that we should have been able to get filled on, and unfortunately it was bad timing on my part. As far as OTIC, it is hitting the $6 resistance point. Floor was at $5 even, and 50 EMA is right around 547. I'm going to go ahead and say 550 and under should be an okay buy. Plenty of volume on this one, and it has a pretty great one-day chart. As you can see, it gapped all the way down. It was just been consolidating for quite a while, but hopefully it fights and gets back to the previous level, which is what. Okay, we were actually able to get a nice red candle and are now in at 560. Should have waited for the 550 and under alert target, but we only bought in about half of what we wanted our shares to be, so the other half is most likely going to be under the 50 if we can get there. But level 2 showed a little support, so I bought in at 560, and we'll see where this one goes from here. And like I said, that daily chart does look good, and we'll see if we can't push over $6. That would be our sell target. We might have to actually buy in here at under the 50 EMA. Yep, there it is. I should have stayed patient, but we'll be able to get some more down here. All right, well, after taking a dip to around 540, it came back up to touch 570. We sold a few shares just so we could buy more if it falls under the 50 EMA at 550 again, but didn't fall below 540. The lowest it's got was 545 right here, which is a good sign. And then 550 was holding, so see if we can't test the $6 range, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, we sold some at 570, so we're going to be able to buy a few more at 550 and lower that 560 average down, because I do like this volume-wise, and one-day chart looks good. So we're going to be patient here, and if it doesn't fall below the 50 EMA again, we'll catch this run. But we'll see. There is quite a bit of a resistance at 570 so far. All right, we were able to lower our average to 550. It's dipping pretty hard here, testing the 530 range. 570 was the strong resistance, but we are right here at 550. And we'll see if we can't pop over that in a few minutes. We are currently still on the downtrend, but there's actually quite a lot of bid support down here, so I'm fairly confident we'll be able to get over our average and continue to work on that lowering the average for us. Well, it looks like we are stuck in this trade so far. We haven't had a rise in a while. We were able to get some at 530, so our average now is 540. And we are trying to stay right where the 50 EMA is at as far as average-wise. 525 seems to be holding, but there is quite a few block asks. So it's having a hard time passing 530, 535. We just gotta keep an eye on it. And we might have to double down a couple more times, but we'll see where she lands. All right, we were actually able to get out with our heads above water here as we sold at 550 from our 540 average. It's been a really red market day. The Dow's down over 1% right now, so I'm glad we were actually able to retrace here, and we're just gonna stop trading here because our timing was way off on this one, and I'm glad we came in the green, and we will focus on another trade tomorrow.